The power of belief. We know, right, that what we believe about the world filters our intake of new information. And this is good. Rather than overwhelming ourselves with copious stimuli available to our senses, our clever brains have learned to categorize what is efficient to notice and what is not efficient to notice. These perceptual filters are developed right from the start. We learn to filter our mother's voice out from the cacophony of other sounds in our environment. We learn to distinguish visually the limbs of our own bodies. Later, we find out that we can move some objects with our hands and some we cannot. Soon we learn what works for getting our needs met. Maybe it works to be demanding, throw a fit, or does it work best to ask politely? Or should we act sad and pout and wait for somebody to notice? Do we wait for a good mood to ask? Or maybe we wait until no one's looking and take what we desperately want. What worked best to get your needs met as a child? It's one of the earliest social filters you developed. What works? Why notice other opportunities when we've already discovered what works? But, of course, how many of us find that our childhood strategies no longer do the trick for us? So, what to do? Given that perceptual filters are absolutely necessary to living effectively in the barrage of information that's available, what can we do? In our meditation today, we look at perceptual filters, especially as they relate to relationships. I'm Indira, and this is a Connecting All Hearts guided meditation. Close your eyes now. This is a visualization exercise. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Deep breaths from the belly, filling up the lungs from the bottom to the top, holding for a moment, and then release and relax. That's right. When you meet a person, what do you first notice? Think of someone now. The first person who comes to mind is all right. As you observe this person in your mind, what is the first thing you notice about them? Now, keep thinking about them, but erase that first attribute. What do you notice now? Erase that. What's the next thing about them? Erase that too. Continue erasing until you see or sense only their life force. Perhaps you see it as a light. And now turn your gaze upon yourself. What do you notice or think about first? Erase it. What else? Erase that. What's next? Erase. What's left? Erase it all, the physical characteristics, the emotional patterns, the fears, the desires, the prejudices. Erase, erase, erase. See now the beautiful light that you are. Think now of the other light from the other person. Maybe you'll notice this life force, this inner light, is the same light that shines from you both. What is the nature of this light? What do you believe about this light? Are you willing to believe that this light is love? Are you willing to adjust your filter to perceive more of this lovely light. Magnify that love. It is in your power. Turn up the volume, turn up the clarity and the brightness and the beauty of this light. And let us turn our attention now back to ourselves. Shall we begin replacing what we erased? The physical characteristics. Notice it's different now. This gorgeous, clear, exquisite light illuminates from every cell in our bodies, and we see love shining from every cell in our bodies. Beautiful. Let's look at the other person. Beginning by overlaying this light with the now transformed qualities that we erased. We notice the traits have a different nature now that love is shining through. I wonder if you can observe that each trait has a kind of clarity now, that they are no longer opaque. They hide less. The filters are still there, but the light shines through. Perceptual filters are simply decisions we have made. How freeing to recognize this. You can change your decisions. You can change your lenses. You can change your filters, and you can allow the light of God's primal love to shine away the muck that's accumulated. Even if others can't see what you see. Even if outer behavior seems incongruent with the divine will that forms our core, even then, we can make a new decision. We can change our filters, clean our lenses. I wonder, could you decide now to develop an awareness of your filters? Perhaps you'll forgive yourself for needing always to use filters in the first place and resolve to take them lightly. The convenient filters of political beliefs, cultural norms, social rules, protocol, convenient filters never ever reveal the full truth. Their benevolent purpose is simply to guide us toward truth by sifting out the confusing data. Our filters allow some version of the truth to emerge, and truth has its fuller expression depending on how much light shines through our filters. So now, as we abide in the beautiful light that forms the core, the impetus really of creation, we become aware of this light's nature. It is love. We feel its corresponding note in our own emotional fields. We share this song with all of creation, and we together decide to bless the universe with our good intention. May this light so shine through all our lives that we see our filters for what they are, simply useful approximations of the truth. We see, we understand, we love. We are love. We are love. And so it is. And now bringing with you an awareness of the light that shines through you, shines through all the filters we impose upon our environment. Come back now. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. You have just cleaned your filters. I recommend that you share this meditation with a friend and compare your experience with theirs. Is what they notice first the same as what you notice first? It's a very interesting exercise. Besides what we can see by cleaning our filters, there's also a possibility of training our minds to notice something different in the first place. What does it work best for you to notice? Think about it. Bless you, beautiful lights. May I continue to serve the light that is you. I look forward to connecting my heart with yours again and again. Next month's meditation will be posted here on the All One Peace channel of YouTube on the first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Please subscribe to All One Peace on YouTube and join us as we love the world into a higher vibration. Underneath it all, you are beautiful, you are powerful, and you are perfect.